Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today once again with a breakdown video here with regards to the new KNULL finale event that is actually live right now in the command center. So you guys may have seen this pop up from over the weekend. Obviously, with me being away, didn't get a chance to fully deep dive this yet. But thankfully, guys, the good news is that we actually have a few more days here of information that we can see how these events are recurring now and get the full breakdown in terms of what you'll be needing to do to fully unlock the 7 red here of KNULL. And remember, this is really going to be only available for folks that obviously have KNULL available and unlocked. I don't know if this event populates if you guys don't have KNULL actually unlocked in your roster. So do confirm down below, guys, if you see this as well, if you don't have this character unlocked. If you don't, then great. It's a great opportunity for folks without KNULL even to accumulate the red stars of him, obviously before the next shift here in the battle world. So head over to the command center. The KNULL finale is situated here, and it's a very, very straightforward event, right? You're going to be seeing that it's broken down into 3 components: the daily component, the weekly, as well as the monthly. With the daily component, you'll see that essentially it's coming from the playing of raid battles, and especially if you're using Gear Tier 20 characters in raids, that's really what's going to be adding the most points. And daily means that this is resetting every single day, as you can see here, for the remaining 25 days, plus the 2-3 days that we had over the weekend. So totality, it should be close to 28 days here for this event. We have the weekly here really tied back to Cosmic Crucible. And you can see, once again, very similar kind of context with the daily is that you're going to be getting some bonus points with Gear Tier 20 characters. But obviously, if you're playing Crucible every single week, this is going to give you those points as well. So very, very straightforward. It's really a rewarding engagement, right? And last but not least, the monthly is actually just tied back to War. But you'll see that we don't have any points yet because it's actually going to be only happening once. And you can see over time here, they've added all the war battles here in totality. So nice thing is we can just keep track in real time for the monthly, but this doesn't reset like the daily and the weekly does. This is actually just going to stay put in the meantime. And then there are also bonus points here for Gear Tier 20 characters being utilized. As you can see, obviously antimatter that adds up for the store purchases that we can make along the way. And as well, you actually get some Gear Tier 20 pieces here at the end if you're able to actually have that amass Gear Tier 20 characters to be utilized over the duration of the month, which in totality, again, it should be 8 total wars because of 2 being each week, and again, with this event being a 1 month long event. So how does this look on the spreadsheet, guys? How does it actually translate to what you need to focus on? That's why I want to break down for you. So like I said, the good news is that we already have 3 days worth of information, so it's nice to kind of just see that math works up. And obviously when math lines up, it's great to just be able to know what to prioritize. So you can see here, KNULL finale, we have the 3 days amassed here for over the past weekend, and you can see the daily raids adding up to 3 and 9 points respectively. But again, you got to be using some Gear Tier 20 characters for even the 3 days that were utilized here, right? And then weekly Crucible, we already had the weekend Crucible, which is nice, and that gives you close to a total of 22. Together with the raids and Crucible for that first little weekend that we just had, that's 34 total points right now, and we don't have anything for the war. This is going to translate to the following points for the 1 month full duration, right? So daily raids without Gear Tier 20 is going to be close to 28 points. We'll have Gear Tier 20 raids being close to 84. The weekly Crucible being 60 points, and then finally the Gear Tier 20 portion of that being 28. So daily raids and as well as the weekly Crucible is going to get you close to 200 points, and then that is actually what is going to be shortfall of about 50 points from the 7 red KNULL, which is the unlock there. So you'll need to be doing a bit of war as well. But as you can see, guys, if you're just doing the normal battles through your war participation over the duration of the wars, you're going to be getting 85 points in total anyways, coming from directly from the finale command center point. And the Gear Tier 20 side is kind of bonus, right? Even for the 50 times battle, you're only actually getting 50 points. So it's actually not that crazy amount, guys. Like, let me just show you here. You can see using a Gear Tier 20 characters 50 times. Oh, sorry. So it's even lower. I thought it was 50. It's actually 20 points. So it's actually lower than what I actually have on here. So it means that you just need to make sure that you're doing your full raid battles, your full weekly Crucible, and then making sure that you're doing the bare minimum here for the war battles, because you can see playing 10 times in war is going to get you 10 points. Playing 25 is going to get you 25. And then playing 50 is going to get you 50. We're going to easily hit 50 battles with 8 wars, because typically we should be averaging anywhere from 8 to 10 attacks per war. And remember, you don't have to win, right? So the Gear Tier 20 is kind of the luxury in war, but if you're able to focus in on making sure that you're doing your weekly Crucible and doing your daily raids, that's actually going to get you to the finish line here. especially from the total points unlocked for null. And again, the 7 red is situated at 250 points here, as you can see on screen. Now remember, obviously, if you want to go beyond that and you want to, always work towards the higher points, you can definitely do that, but it's just ISO 8, guys. It's something that we can farm in game. We know that's kind of where Battle World's situated at as well, and we've also had that addition now with the new store editions of Intel and Antimatter. So to be honest, I don't think it's going to be that important. I think the most important thing is going for the 7 red and knowing that the math checks out. So if you're just doing your daily raids, doing your weekend crucibles, and making sure that you at least have geared your 20 characters to ensure your threshold is getting met, that is going to be the goal, guys. And remember, I don't think it counts as well to defense. So if you're playing Crucible especially, make sure some of those Gear Tier 20 characters are actually available for your offensive option. But again, 30 battles with Gear Tier 20 characters over the span of 3 different matches, that's not even bad. That's honestly having, close to, I would say, 9 to 10 characters at Gear Tier 20. But remember, you can actually rinse and repeat them as well for the duration of the weekend. So it's actually a really easy milestone to hit. And remember, you don't necessarily need the Gear Tier 20 pieces as well from the bottom. Remember, back to my table here, even if you miss out on the Cosmic Crucible side of things for that 28 points, you can build that back up actually doing your monthly war without Gear Tier 20. So just something to be mindful of, guys. It's not the end of the world if you do miss out on some of the Gear Tier 20 stuff, because that's more fluff than anything. But most important is making sure that you're doing your daily raids, making sure that you're doing your weekly crucible, and getting as much war points as you can. But the Gear Tier 20 for raids is going to be important. So just something to watch out for. Hope this makes sense. Let me know what you guys think in comments below. Are you close? Are you not? But the good news is that we still have the rest of this month to actually follow through. And it does look like a very free-to-play friendly event for the null 7 red unlock, guys. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.